Hello there and welcome. Today we're diving headfirst into the fascinating, often overlooked world of supply chains. Because while you may not think about it, every time you buy a t-shirt, order a book online, or even just eat a banana, you're interacting with a system so complex, it would make a plate of IKEA instructions look like a children's pop-up book. The supply chain world is in a constant state of flux, evolving faster than a chameleon in a disco. We're talking rising complexities, demands for transparency that would make a glass of water blush, and enough sustainability concerns to make Greta Thunberg spontaneously combust. In short, businesses need to adapt or risk being left behind like a flip phone in a 5G world. Over the next few minutes, we're going to unpack 4 key trends shaping the future of supply chain management. Buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. First up, let's talk complexity. The modern supply chain makes assembling IKEA furniture look like child's play. We're talking about a tangled web of global suppliers, manufacturers, distributors, and retailers, all working together, or sometimes at odds, to get products from point A to point Z. One of the biggest drivers of this complexity is globalization. Remember the good old days when you could walk down the street and buy a loaf of bread made with flour from a local farm? Yeah, me neither. These days your bread might contain ingredients sourced from a dozen different countries, each with its own regulations, logistics, and potential for a shipping container to get stuck sideways in a canal. Then there's the whole just-in-time versus just-in-case debate. Just-in-time is all about efficiency, minimizing inventory and relying on precise timing to meet demand. It can work brilliantly until it doesn't, and then you've got a backlog of orders that would make the Great Wall of China look like a garden fence. Just in case, on the other hand, is all about having a buffer, stockpiling inventory to prepare for disruptions. It's less efficient, sure, but it also means you're less likely to run out of toilet paper during a global pandemic. And let's not forget about technology. From automated warehouses to AI-powered logistics platforms, technology is transforming every aspect of the supply chain. So, how do companies navigate this labyrinthine world of globalized, technology-driven, just-in-time or maybe just-in-case supply chains? The answer, my friends, is visibility. I'm talking about real-time tracking, data analytics, and a level of transparency that would make even the most secretive government agency blush. Imagine, if you will, a world where you could track your online order with the same precision as a GPS-collared penguin. You'd know exactly where your package was, when it was shipped, when it hit a bump in the road, literally, if it's on a truck, and when to expect it on your doorstep. That, my friends, is the power of supply chain visibility. We're talking about using the Internet of Things, IoT, sensors, and GPS tracking to monitor goods in real time as they move through the supply chain. It's like giving each product its own little passport and tracking its every move. For starters, real-time visibility allows businesses to optimize their operations. They can identify bottlenecks, streamline routes, and make sure goods are always moving smoothly. But it's not just about efficiency. Visibility also helps build trust with customers. When people know exactly where their products are and when they'll arrive, they're more likely to be satisfied with their purchases. And let's not forget about the role of artificial intelligence, AI, in all of this. AI-powered demand forecasting can analyze historical data, market trends, and even social media sentiment to predict what customers will want, when they'll want it, and how much they'll be willing to pay for it. But wait, there's more. Blockchain technology is also shaking things up in the world of supply chain visibility. By creating a secure, transparent, and tamper-proof record of transactions, blockchain can help ensure the authenticity of products, prevent counterfeiting, and make it easier to track goods from origin to destination. So, to recap, supply chain visibility is like a GPS-enabled, AI-powered, blockchain-secured tracking system for your products. It's the key to efficiency, transparency, and building trust with your customers. And in today's fast-paced, globalized world, it's no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. 18. Remember that t-shirt you're wearing? The one with the witty slogan or the ironic band logo? Ever wonder where it came from? I'm not talking about the depths of your closet or that drawer you shove everything into when guests are about to arrive. I'm talking about the actual journey that shirt took to get to you. The cotton farms, the textile factories, the shipping containers, the warehouses, the trucks, and the people, often unseen and unheard, who worked at every stage of that journey. In the past, most of us didn't think twice about the origins of our purchases. But times, they are a-changin'. Consumers are demanding greater transparency from the companies they buy from. They want to know that their products were made ethically, sustainably, and without exploiting workers or harming the environment. And they're not just asking politely, they're voting with their wallets. This demand for transparency is being fueled by a number of factors, from growing awareness of social and environmental issues to high-profile scandals involving sweatshop labor and environmental degradation. So, what can companies do to meet these demands for transparency? For starters, they can embrace technology. QR codes, for example, can be used to provide customers with detailed information about a product's origin, manufacturing process, and ethical certifications. Blockchain, too, can play a role in promoting transparency. By creating a secure and tamper-proof record of a product's journey through the supply chain, blockchain can help verify ethical sourcing, track labor conditions, and ensure compliance with environmental regulations. But transparency isn't just about ethics. It's also about compliance. As governments around the world crack down on illegal logging, fishing, and mining, companies are under increasing pressure to ensure their supply chains are free from conflict minerals, forced labor, and other unethical practices. The good news is that transparency and compliance go hand in hand. By embracing technology, building strong relationships with suppliers, and implementing robust traceability systems, companies can not only meet the growing demands of consumers, but also create a more ethical and sustainable global supply chain. It's a win-win situation, for businesses, for consumers, and for the planet. Let's be honest, for a long time the environment was about as welcome in the boardroom as a vegan at a sausage fest. Profit reigned supreme and the planet was left to pick up the tab. But here's the thing. The planet is starting to send us some pretty hefty invoices. Climate change is no longer a distant threat, it's knocking on our doors, and it's brought along some friends, extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and resource scarcity, just to name a few. The good news is that businesses are finally starting to get the message. They're realizing that ignoring the environment is not just bad for the planet, it's bad for business. Consumers are increasingly demanding eco-friendly products and holding companies accountable for their environmental impact. And investors are waking up to the fact that companies with strong environmental, social, and governance (ESG) practices are not just doing good, they're doing well financially. This shift towards sustainability is transforming every aspect of the supply chain, from the sourcing of raw materials to the packaging of finished products. Companies are ditching plastic packaging for biodegradable alternatives, embracing renewable energy sources, and optimizing their logistics to reduce their carbon footprint. One of the key trends in this green supply chain revolution is the rise of closed-loop systems. This involves reusing, repairing, and recycling materials and products to minimize waste and keep resources in circulation for as long as possible. Another major trend is the focus on carbon neutrality. Companies are setting ambitious targets to reduce their greenhouse gas emissions and offsetting any remaining emissions through investments in renewable energy and carbon sequestration projects. And let's not forget about the importance of sustainable sourcing. Companies are increasingly working directly with suppliers who share their commitment to environmental and social responsibility. They're choosing suppliers who use sustainable farming practices, pay fair wages, and protect the rights of their workers. So, the next time you're shopping for clothes, electronics, or even groceries, take a moment to consider the journey those products took to get to you. So there you have it. The supply chain, a complex, ever-evolving beast that touches every aspect of our lives. It's facing some serious challenges, from globalization and technological disruption to demands for transparency and sustainability. But with these challenges come incredible opportunities. By embracing technology, building strong relationships with suppliers, and prioritizing ethical and sustainable practices, companies can not only navigate the complexities of the modern supply chain, but also create a more just and equitable world. Because ultimately, the future of the supply chain is not just about moving goods from point A to point B, it's about building a better future for everyone. So, what do you think is the biggest challenge facing the supply chain today? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're there, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on the future of stuff.